This is my TBR for the month of February. Last month in January, I read 8 books, and my goal for 2026 is 70 books, so here are the 5 books I plan to read in February to get me to that goal. My first read, which I plan to start tonight, is Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy. This is the second book in the Boys of Avik series, and this follows Mason and Peyton. The next book I want to read is Keep Me Never, also by Megan Brandy. This is the fourth book in the Boys of Avik series because I've actually already read the third book, and this one follows Chase and Paige. For some information on the series, in case you're interested, I think it has a really good found family aspect, and I have found that in the first and third books at least, some of the plot did seem really similar to me, but overall it wasn't bad, and I still had a really good time reading it. The first book, Say You Swear, I gave 4 stars, and the third book, Trust Me Always, I gave 3.5 stars. A lot of people also compare Say You Swear to Bot, which I didn't really get that vibes, but I still found it to be pretty good and a decent read as long as you can get past the first half because the second half is a lot better. Okay, the next book I want to read is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I don't know a lot about this book, but I have heard it's really good, so I really want to read it and I'm really excited for this read. Next up is Things We Left Behind, and I know the next book is Things We Leave in the Dark in this Knock 'Em Out series. I don't really know how to say it, but I couldn't find it at the library, and when I searched it up, it says you don't necessarily have to read it in order, so I think we're just gonna go for Things We Left Behind, and then if we really like this and we want to keep reading, then we'll go back to the second book. The next book on my TBR for February is Crooked Kingdom, and in full honesty, I have already started this and I got to page 149, but I got extremely bored and I've had a really hard time picking it up and finishing it, so my goal for February is to finish it because I've heard it's really good and it gets sad, but people love it, so that's my goal. The final book on my TBR for February is Educated by Tara Westover. It's a memoir about her life, and I've already started it. I'm currently at page 70 out of 508. It's pretty good so far. I can understand why a lot of people like it. It has really good reviews. It does get a little boring at some parts, but that's okay because this is the book I'm reading like before I go to bed or early in the morning. So I'm not like I am paying attention, but not that much, if you know what I mean. That's it for my TBR in February, but let me know in the comments what books you're planning to read in February and what books are so good that I need to add to my TBR. Thanks for watching!